Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're going to be playing around with a bunch of new Catrice cosmetics. I hauled quite a few items about a week and a half ago from Ulta Beauty online, and I'm so sorry that this video is delayed. I really wanted to get this video out a lot sooner than when you all are seeing it, but I've just been swamped. Like I've been telling you guys in the last few videos, I overbought, guilty as charged, and I gotta make these videos, gotta get them out, and today I am finally sitting down. I have been anxiously awaiting to try some of these products in here. Some of the stuff I've already had in my collection, and it's stuff that I've already been enjoying, and you guys see me use it. You all know that I love it, but a lot of other things are brand new. So we're gonna try it all out today, see what's good, see what's not, but definitely everything is super affordable. I don't think anything I have in this basket is over $15. I do want to give a shout out to Catrice Cosmetics for sending me their brand new skincare serums and toner and this really cute little headband. Mint is one of my favorite colors and I really do love it. So thank you Catrice for sending me some of your products. I do want to mention some of them really quick. I'm not going to go over all of them, but I will put a picture here of all of their new serums and their new toner that they have just released. You can find all of these online at Ulta Beauty as well as the Catrice Cosmetics website. Now, I purchased the toner on my own. This is the one they sent to me. This is the unopened one, but I had purchased this on my own along with all of these other products, and I've been using it and I've been really enjoying it. I haven't felt like any irritation. I haven't had any type of reaction, and I am a normal to oily skin type. This is their Pore 2-in-1 Peeling Toner. This contains 1% BHA and 3% AHA. This is going to help to exfoliate your skin either while you go about your day or at night when you sleep, because you can use it both times of day. It says it's going to refine pores, reduce impurities and blemishes. Since I am a normal to oily skin type, this works great for me and I really have been enjoying this, so I'm glad I have an extra one because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish it up really soon. Now, I have been trying all of the serums that they send to me, and I actually have their niacinamide serum, which I'm almost out of, so I'm glad they sent this to me. This is the Pore Minimizing Serum, which contains 10% niacinamide. This is a really nice serum. It's really gentle on the skin. I haven't experienced any irritation. Niacinamide is definitely gonna help reduce the look of pores. It's just gonna help with the overall texture of the skin. So I've been enjoying it, so much so that I'm just about out of it, so I'm glad I have this one on backup. And the last one that I've really been enjoying is this one right here. That's especially formulated for sensitive skin. This is fragrance free, and this is the Moisturizing Serum Milk. This is very hydrating and so soothing on the skin. It says it's made with 2% pre and probiotic complex just to help hydrate and brighten the skin. It's also going to help with fine lines and wrinkles, and this has been really nice, and it looks like you're putting milk drops on your face. It feels really good. So these are the 3 items from their skincare line that I'd recommend checking out. They're the things that I've been enjoying and they have worked great for me. Alright guys, so let's dive into today's video. I will have everything that I'm using linked in the description box down below. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up purchasing, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's get started guys. If you want to see all of these new Catrice goodies in action, keep on watching. Alright guys, so quick shout out to Ulta and Catrice for including a free gift with purchase. This is the new larger size of the ever famous, the ever popular Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I love this one, and actually I have mine right here, and you can see I'm more than halfway done with this one, and so you can see the size difference there. Awesome. This was free with, I think it was like a $25 Catrice purchase. So I'm going to spray some of this right now before we begin. This feels so good. This is so good. I love the mister on it. It's really fine. And I like to use this setting spray kind of the same way I do the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist at different points throughout the makeup application process, just to help set especially the powders as I go through applying all of the makeup. All right, so let's go in with primer. And you guys know I love the Catrice 1 Minute Face Perfector. This is not new to my stash. It is not new at all, but I really enjoy using it. So I'm just getting a little bit and I'm gonna start applying that all over. This does an amazing job of like being pore filling and blurring. And I just really like the way the foundation lays on top of this. Like I wear this with so many different foundations. I really love it. Out of all the Catrice primers that I've tried, this is one of the best. Actually, one of my favorite primers in my stash, to be honest. All right, so of course, we're going in with my favorite Catrice foundation, and this is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. I have the shade 04, which is Neutral Porcelain. Now, I saw that Tati recently reviewed this foundation on her channel, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she loved it. I think she gave it like a 4 or 5 star review. And with good reason. This is really a nice foundation and it wears really well. Like you can get a nice 10 hours out of this. And for me and my normal to oily skin type, like this has done an amazing job. And it just wears so beautifully, you know? And you can pair it with whatever your favorite concealer and powder is, and it's gonna work just fine. Now I have the new True Skin Hydrating Concealer. I did already review this on my channel, and the shade I have is 05 Warm Macadamia. I didn't particularly care for it like right here under the eye area, but I thought that this made a really nice spot concealer. So that's why I'm applying it right here to my cheeks, just because I didn't build up the foundation, and this is where I always like to have that extra coverage. Now I am gonna try this with the new Catrice True Skin mineral powder, which I'm really excited to try. And I'm hoping that by using that powder, maybe that powder will help how the concealer wears on my under eye area, because that's where I had like the most issue with it, you know? And it didn't look terrible, but I was expecting it to look a little bit better. So I'll definitely have that review linked up above so you guys can check it out. But that was a 2-day, 10-hour wear test with that. See how it just really gave me full coverage right there on the sides of my cheeks. And the foundation is pretty much full coverage. Like it's maybe on the lighter side of full coverage, but then adding this concealer on top of it to spot conceal those certain areas, perfect. Like they are really great companions. It's just my under eye area that I was just not a big fan of with this concealer, but let's see if the powder can change all of that. Okay, so here is the mineral loose powder. It also contains hyaluronic acid, so that's great. Have I ever used a powder that has hyaluronic acid? I don't recall right now off the top of my head. Now this is what it looks like. It does have this little component that you can turn, which I like, so that the powder doesn't spill out everywhere. So I'm gonna just put some on the cap. There you can see what it looks like. Now let me pat out my under eye area. It kind of feels a little cooling, or maybe that's just the sponge because it's slightly damp. But I think I can feel the hydrating effect of the powder, if that's even possible, but it feels nice. I don't know that it did anything different to help the concealer though, but I am obviously gonna be setting my T-zone, get my nose. And there's no scent to this, in case you were wondering. At least nothing that I can smell. You see guys, it's right here. And it's the concealer. I know it is because that's what was happening to me those other 2 times that I tried it. It just accentuates the texture, like my fine lines that are right there. It makes them, to me, more prominent than what they were before or what they look like with other concealers. So yeah, for me, this concealer is strictly going to be for spot concealing, and it does a phenomenal job with spot concealing. The powder so far looks nice. I mean, it didn't cause the foundation or the concealer to cake up or get any kind of funky, weird texture or anything like that. I'm gonna add a little bit right here since I did put concealer there. So I'm definitely liking this mineral powder. We'll see how it does on keeping my oils in check, since it is a hydrating powder, but you never know. We'll see. This foundation works wonders on my skin, so I have high hopes for this one. All right, now I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite bronzers. This is one of my favorites of 2020, and this is the Catrice Sungasm bronzer. I'm taking the BK Beauty 103. I'm just gonna start bronzing up, getting a nice summer glow going on. All right, now I'm gonna try the new blush. This is the Cheek Lover Oil Infused Blush, and I have the shade Blooming Hibiscus. That's so pretty. Let me swatch it right here. Definitely has, oh wow, it has like a peach and gold reflect in it. So it's definitely gonna give you like a nice, soft luminosity. So it's gonna be a glowy blush. I'm taking the BK Beauty 104 and I'm just swirling around in the pan. It's a nice subtle wash of color, and I like that because you can build it up. This, for some of you, you might prefer this as like a cheek topper. Maybe those of you who don't wear highlighter, you don't like to wear highlighter, this would be fantastic in place of highlighter, just to still give you that added bit of luminosity without being straight up highlight. But I am gonna put a highlighter on because I have a really nice Catrice highlighter here. Catrice makes amazing highlighters. Like that big one, the Sungasm face and body highlighter. That's not the one I'm using today, but I love that one. And it's like a big pan, and I think it's like $10 or $12. Like you'll never run out of that one. And obviously you can use that one on your body too, like maybe on your décolleté, wherever you want, on your shoulders. But this is nice. This provides a really nice, glowy wash of color. And it's a really nice shade that just goes with about any eye look you pair it with. And we're gonna be doing purples today, lavenders, lilacs today, because that's the eyeshadow palette I bought. They had like 4 different eyeshadow palettes, but couldn't get them all, but I went with the purple one. I went with the purple one because I thought it looked really close to the new Norvina Volume 5. So I'll get that one so we can see how they look next to each other. In case you don't want to spend the 60 bucks, spend the, what, like $15 or $12 that I spent on the palette. We'll see if it's a dupe. All right. Really nice glow. Let's add highlight though, because I love me a good highlight, and this is the More Than Glow highlighter. This one is in the shade 20 Supreme Rose Beam. You guys have seen me use this on my channel. This is a very blinding highlighter. And I'm using a Morphe M501 brush. See how blinding that is? But I do need to blend it out. And I am going to pick up a little bit more of the blush just to mesh everything together. I'm going to use my damp beauty blender, pat over it. All right, now I'm going to go in with some more Dewy Glow. So refreshing. So refreshing. So I don't have any Catrice eyebrow products, so I'm gonna pop off camera, take care of these brows, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start playing with this Lavender Breeze eyeshadow palette. Alright guys, I'm back. The brows are on. I used Wet n Wild Brow Sessive products, the Clear Brow Gel, and the pencil in the shade Medium Brown. And I forgot I picked this up, but this one is also from Catrice. This is the Watermelon Shine Glow Lip Balm. I bought this to see if it is a dupe for my beloved Glow Recipe Watermelon Lip Balm. I love that. I think I've gone through so many of those. I think I'm on my 5th or 6th tube of it, and those are like 20 bucks. This was like $6 or $7. So let me see. Let me try this out. It's the first time I'm opening it. The packaging is really cute. It has a little watermelon there on it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The Glow Recipe one is a softer pink, and it does have a little bit of an exfoliator built into it. So that's why I love that one. This one to me doesn't have any of those like exfoliating beads in it, but it's really cute. So let's see how this is gonna go. Oh, so you do get, okay, so the Glow Recipe one doesn't really provide much color. Like this one has more color than that one does. So they feel nice. They smell and taste about the same. But I wouldn't say it's an exact dupe for that one. It's just a more affordable alternative. All right, so I'm gonna keep this on while I dive into this new eyeshadow palette. And I have I went to go grab the Volume 5 palette. So we're gonna see how similar they are to each other. This is what the palette looks like. Lavender Breeze. It's like a super thin cardboard packaging. And then you do get a little mirror. Let me fold it back. And here are what the shades look like. I haven't gone outside to swatch this or anything, but I will, and I'll insert that swatch photo here. And here's what the Catrice and Norvina palettes look like. So definitely a lot of similarities. That's why I bought this one from Catrice, because I thought it would be a nice dupe, a nice alternative. If you couldn't get this one, then you could most definitely try this one. But let's check the formula, because the formula is going to be super important. Because if it's not great formula, then I would rather you just get this one, because this is an amazing formula. This is a really good formula. All right, so I've already primed my eyelids. I don't have a Catrice eyeshadow primer, but I have one from Essence. This one is no longer available at Ulta, but I think you can find it like on the Essence website. It says, I love color intensifying eyeshadow base. So that's what I already have on my lids. Let's dive into this palette. I think I'm gonna apply this shade right here, which is called Honest, all over the lid. And I'm using a Sigma E25 Max to apply the shade Honest. Kind of gives a nice little brow bone highlight and just helps to set that base as well. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Peach, and I'm gonna apply that in the transition area. And I'm using a Sigma E40 Max to apply. This is like a really soft, fluffy blending brush. So it's going to shear out the shadow and just help really blend it out. I'm having to build this up some to get the shade that's in the pan. And there's just a little bit of kick up. There's actually not a lot of kick up in the pan with it. I would say it's blending out just fine. And it looks now like the shade that it is in the pan. So, all right. So that went on just fine. Now let's see, there's a lot of like light shades. Like there's not really too many deep shades. Like this is the deepest shade and it's called Deep. There's some really pretty shade, like shimmer shades in here. Let's go in with Dreamer next, and I'm gonna be working that in the crease. And I'm taking that shade on a Sigma E49. All these Sigma brushes that I'm using are in that Deluxe crease brush bundle. And I did review this brush set along with the Ivy eyeshadow palette. So I'll have that linked up above in case you want to check it out. But I've really been enjoying these brushes, and they're all for blending. And they're different sizes. I like this one because it has that little point. So it's really good for just right here, running it through the crease, or if you want to just pack on something on the inner corner or like pack on right here, you can. The little point comes in handy. I'm just going back in with a little bit of that peach shade. And you'll see I'm not being that careful. Like I'm just blending away just because these shades are so light, you know? It's hard to make a mistake. All right, so now we're just gonna go in with the deep shade and I'm gonna start applying that to the outer corner. And I'm taking the shade Deep on a Sigma E38. Pack it on and blend on this outer corner, the way you see on my left eye. All right, so this shade I think looks like how it looks in the pan. You are gonna have to work to build it up some though, but I mean, it does build up and I think it looks nice and it was easy to blend out. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, as a lot of shadows do. All right, so we have a nice deep outer corner going on. Let's start with some of these shimmer shades. This one looks really pretty, dazzling. Like it has like a marbled effect to it. I don't know if you can pick it up. Yeah, there you can see it. See those stripes, like zebra stripes there, as does this shade over here. So let's see, we can kind of use those maybe as topper shades. Let's go in with Lilac. I really want to use the shade Lilac. All right, so I'm taking Lilac on a damp Luxie 245. Where is the shade? Now I really had to work to get that color on the left eye, and just going in and packing on as much as I can. I'm gonna use my finger. It doesn't feel that creamy. Works a little bit better with your finger, but I would definitely spray the brush because you're gonna get way more payoff that way with this shade. All right, now let's go into this shade right here called Dazzling, and I'm gonna apply that to the inner corner. I'm gonna use the same Luxie 245. I don't know, these shimmer shades aren't really doing it for me. I was expecting a little bit more from that shade, and it's a little disappointing. Let's move on to the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with the shade Lover right here, which is a very soft lilac color, and I'm just gonna run that all over the lash line. All right, now let's go in. Let's see. Let's try this shade right here. This is a shimmer shade. It's called Earth, and I'm gonna use that same brush. Oh, this is a Rephr 26 brush that I was using. I'm gonna use that one again, but I'm gonna use it damp. Oh, that looks nice. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Cotton, and it's just like a white shimmer shade. And I'm taking that on a Rephr number 3, and I am gonna spray the shade, and we're gonna work that on the inner corner. All right, let me do some eyeliner. I don't have a Catrice eyeliner, so I'm gonna take care of the eyeliner off camera, and then we're gonna come back and try this new mascara. All right, guys, for the eyeliner, I had this one from Essence, and I really love this one. I hadn't used it in a while. I'm glad it's not dried up. This is the eyeliner pen. It is waterproof. This is like $2. This is a really, really nice, affordable option. I've already given my lashes a curl. Oh, and for the lower waterline, I went in with one from ColourPop. Where did I put it? It's, here it is. This is their cream gel liner in the shade Amethyst Hour. Really like that one. Let's try out this Catrice Glam Doll Easy Wash Off Power Hold Volume Mascara. Nice little packaging there. And what else does it say at the top? It says 24-hour on, easy off. All right, I like that. It's like I was telling you guys in my last video when I used the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. It's easy to take off, but it doesn't come off easily when you don't want it to. You know what I'm saying? This is what the applicator looks like. Has like a slight curve, and it is that plastic applicator, which I don't mind. I don't mind one bit. All right, let's start applying. Did I mention that I already curled my lashes? I did that off camera. I'm all about volume and separation. Like, that's what I want from a mascara. Obviously, I don't want it to flake or smear. This seems to be going on nice. I obviously have length to my lashes. And guys, I use Revitalash. I have a write-up that is in all of my YouTube videos. It's in the description box. My little brief Revitalash story. I've been a customer for almost 3 years now, and I love it. It works. I'm living proof that it works. You just need to be consistent and use it every night, especially for the first 2 to 3 months, and you're definitely going to see results. All right, so I'm liking the way this mascara is going on. I will probably give it a second coat, maybe. Brushing through my lashes, and I like that it's separating them. Lower lash line. All right, let me take care of the other eye, and then I'm probably gonna add a second coat to both of them as well. So this is what it looks like with a second coat. This is nice. This kind of reminds me of the Maybelline Sky High mascara, except this one's cheaper, and do I dare say a little better. I like the separation that I get from it, and I think I get more separation with this one from Catrice than I do with that Maybelline Sky High. So way to go, Catrice. This mascara definitely needs a place in your stash. This is, I think, the standout product from everything that I've tried so far. This is the Catrice, one more time, Catrice Glam and Doll. Glam and Doll Easy Wash Off Power Hold Volume Mascara. You need this one. All right, guys, I got one more new product to try out, and this is for all my oily skin beauties out there. This is the Oil Control Matte Fixing Spray, but it says it's also gonna be hydrating. So for us that are combo, like me, I'm normal on the perimeter of my face, just oily in my T-zone. This sounds like something that's gonna work perfectly for me. It also says it is pore minimizing. Who doesn't want that? So let me give it a good shake. Let me spray it first. Yeah, that same fine mist. They all kind of smell the same. Like nothing like too sweet or anything, just like a makeup scent. I love Catrice setting sprays. They are some of my favorite at the drugstore. Nice. I like the way my makeup looks. Okay, all right. So I have a Catrice lipstick, but I'm just gonna leave this one on. This feels really nice, and I think the lipstick I have won't, it's a little too dark, and I don't think it's necessarily gonna go, we're just gonna stay with this one. But let me give you guys my final thoughts on these new Catrice products. All right, guys, so this is my full face of all Catrice cosmetics, practically all Catrice cosmetics, most of which were new to Ulta Beauty Online. So let's talk about the newness. First off was the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer with hyaluronic acid, and it's also waterproof. I have the shade 05, which is Warm Macadamia. I already did a dedicated video over this. You saw the 2-day, 10-hour wear test. If you haven't, I will have it linked in the description box of this video, so you guys can be sure to check that out. I just love this better as a spot concealer. I love the way it looks on the sides of my cheeks, just everywhere else on my face except my under eye area. I think it looks better maybe today. Now that I'm looking in the mirror with all the makeup done, I think it looks better today than it did on the 2 days that I was wear testing it. And that's because maybe I went in with the new Catrice True Skin Mineral Loose Powder. This also has hyaluronic acid in it. I like this powder. I thought this was a really nice powder. We'll see how it's going to wear on my normal to oily skin. I'll see how long it keeps me matte for or shine free for. but I'm really glad I picked it up, and I think it's a really nice addition to this True Skin makeup line. I think it's really, really good. You guys know how I feel about the foundation. The foundation is fantastic. I would definitely recommend checking out all 3 of these products, and if you don't have a lot of texture under your eye area, then I think the concealer is gonna work just fine for you. Next, we had the Cheek Lover Blush. I love it. It is a subtle blush, beautiful wash of color, and it's definitely going to provide a nice glow, a nice sheen to the skin. There is no glitter particles in here, and that's what it looks like there. There's no like heavy shimmer particles either. It's just a nice wash of color with a healthy glow. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette was just okay. I did have to work to build up the shades. Some of the shimmer shades were a bit disappointing. I think I was more impressed with the matte shades than I was the shimmer shades. I mean, do I like the way the look came out? Yes, but it took some work. So I think I would skip out on this one and maybe just spend a couple extra bucks to get you a Juvia's Place 6-pan palette, because I want to say that one and this one are around the same price point, and Juvia's Place is just, wow, it's just amazing quality and pigmentation. As for the lip balm, the Watermelon Lip Balm, I really like it. This is the Watermelon Shine Glow Lip Balm. Really nice, really comfortable, kind of just goes with the look, easy to wear. I'm really happy I got this. You can never go wrong with the lip balm, and it tastes good. It's like watermelon, fantastic. Now the mascara, this is the standout star of today's video. You need this one in your life. I am loving how it looks. First impression is wow. Wow. I'm even more impressed with this than I was the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. So if you didn't like that one, or you just can't find that one, or you don't want to buy that one because that one is more expensive than this one is, go the Catrice route. This Glam & Doll Easy Wash Off Power Hold Volume Mascara. It's beautiful. I love it. This is my new favorite drugstore mascara. And then finally, the Oil Control Matte Fixing Spray Hydrating Pore Minimizing Ever Matte. I think it's pretty good. I think my skin looks good. I wouldn't say I'm completely matte, but I'm definitely matte in my T-zone. And because of obviously the other products I have on, I have a nice glow going onto my skin. But I've always been a fan of Catrice setting sprays, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna work great. For me, that I'm a normal to oily skin type, I think I'm gonna wanna reserve this for the T-zone and then go in with the glow, the Dewy Glow setting spray on the perimeter of my face. Now you guys saw me use this a couple times during the makeup application, and that's what I usually do. If I'm not using this one, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and that just helps me to set the makeup that I'm placing down on my skin. But so far, this one seems pretty good. I, of course, have to test it out a little bit longer, but first impressions, I like it. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video of trying a bunch of new Catrice cosmetics that just landed on Ulta Beauty online. Not too sure if these are in store. I don't think my local Ulta sells Catrice. We have Essence, but I don't recall seeing Catrice. So I usually pick these up online from Ulta, but if your local store has Catrice, then definitely go in, check them out, see them in person to see if it's something that you're going to enjoy. But other than the eyeshadow palette, I think all of them are worth adding to your stash. Let me know your thoughts, guys. What did you think of today's look? What do you think was the standout star from today's video? Sound off below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.